Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing 3-star crafting using Weaver, 3-star rotation, make some icon stuff, show you guys what I do to be able to make any of the 3-star items, including all the icon stuff, some of this glamour stuff, and probably some of the new stuff that's going to come out soon. So today I'm going to make some icon corselets of healing and casting. And one thing I wanted to say was that this rotation works on all of them as long as you meet the stat requirements. And it also is very similar to the 2-star crafting rotation that I have on my channel. It's just a minor tweak to compensate for the difficulty and the quality rating. So I figured we'd just put up a different video, make it all super simple for everybody. Alright, let's get started. So this rotation works really well, but it relies heavily on RNG. And to minimize that RNG reliance, I try to use high quality mats as much as possible. Now you don't have to, but for you to get 100%, it's going to be very difficult because of the RNG you need to have. So if you feel like taking a chance and saving some gil, go for it. But I made most of these ingredients myself, so it's not that much harder to just make some of them high quality, save yourself some trouble, save yourself some time instead of reclaiming over and over again and potentially losing some of those mats, because they are a pain to get and a pain to craft. So let's get that out of the way and let's start with the rotation. So we're gonna start off with muscle memory, and then we're gonna quickly go into comfort zone, inner quiet, steady hand 2, ingenuity 2, and then we're gonna do rapid synthesis 2 times. Now you need both of these to land. If you don't have 2 rapid synthesis landing in the 4 attempts you have with steady hand 2, reclaim and try again. Because if you don't get those 2 to land, there's no way to complete the craft. So just throwing it out there. After you get those 2 rapid synthesis to land, and ideally you want what just happened to me, which is you want them to land right the first 2 steps. That way you have 2 AC touches possible to land. So you get a couple extra stacks just for being efficient. And we're gonna finish off this part of the rotation with 1 careful synthesis 2. Now this has to happen, because if your stats aren't high enough, you still need 1 or 2 moves to finish after this one. So, and you have Ingenuity 2 on, which makes it even simpler. You get more gains, so just follow this. And as more you do it, the more you'll see the more flexibility the rotation has. But for the progress sake, try to follow this as closely as possible. That way you don't have to worry about it later down the rotation. Alright, enough of that. Next, it's going to be Master's Men 2. And if you've gotten a good before this, your comfort zone would have worn out. So I would have probably done a tricks of the trade, and then after this, my comfort zone would have worn out. That's the ideal situation, but it doesn't happen a lot since it is RNG and all that. So in this part, you can either do comfort zone if it's worn off, or you can do steady hand 2, then comfort zone. Now you can interchange these depending on if it falls off or not. You want to kind of have it refreshed as much as possible. So we did steady hand 2, comfort zone, and then we're gonna do waste not 2. Now after this, we're gonna just hasty touch, spam. And if you have the CP and you feel comfortable using it, use it on precise touch. I feel comfortable using it right now, so I'm going to use it then. I'm going to use 1 more hasty touch. I'm going to refresh steady hand 2. and just hasty touch spam. Ideally, you should want to aim for 7 to 8 stacks minimum. Anything less, and you won't get any significant gains in quality, and it'll just be worthless. So try to get at least 8, and just go for the 11 stacks. Like, you know, no one's gonna stop you. All right, so I have 9. I have 34% in quality, so I can do a couple things here. Now I could just do Great Strides and Bergot's Blessing, because I would still have the Steady Hand 2 up for those, so it would hit 100%, and I believe I would get really close to 100% quality when I do this, and I will still have 3 steps to finish the craft, 3 to 4 steps to finish the craft. So I'm gonna do that actually. I still have 2 comfort zones, so I'll have enough CP to do both, and then comfort zone. Oh, and I got it good. Now don't rely on this good. This very rare to happen, but I am gonna use it because I do have Steady Hand 2 up. That'll give me 4,000 progress. If I had done that, just a regular Bergot's would give me like 3,500, which would still put me in the 90s. So, 100%. Let's finish the craft. There we go. Now, for someone who has just the minimum stats for the icon stuff, it'd probably take you 2 steps to finish that. I have almost 900 craftsmanship, so I'm pretty over the gap. Alright, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do another Corsair. And again, as many high quality as you can. It's not necessary, like I said before, but it does help a lot. Alright, muscle memory, comfort zone, inner quiet, Steady Hand 2, Ingenuity 2. Now, if this happens to you, you can either, and you feel good about your RNG, you've been crafting a little bit, you're like, oh yeah, RNG is good right now. You can either do Precise Touch and then 3, and try to get those 2 rapid synthesis in 3 tries. So let's go for it. I feel comfortable. I'm gonna do rapid synthesis. Hopefully they both land right away. Now I have 1 landed, and I'm just gonna go rapid synthesis. Don't want to risk it, just in case. There we go. That landed. Remember guys, it's better to have almost 90% progress than an extra 2 stacks, because you can get those stacks again. But you can't do a Steady Hand and an Ingenuity 2 combo and rapid synthesis. That you can't risk that much. It's a lot of CP to risk on, which gaining a little bit of quality. Anyways, so Master's Man 2. We do Steady Hand 2. So I got it good here, but I don't have anything up except Steady Hand 2. So I'm just gonna get Tricks of the Trade. Comfort Zone. Waste Not 2. And then Hasty Touch Spam. Refresh Steady Hand 2. And then more Hasty Touch Spam. F5. Oh, I'm gonna do Precise Touch here. I feel the CP is good. 8 stacks right there. Anything after this makes it easier for me. Got good. 46. Can't do it. I'm gonna do a Steady Hand. Okay. It's gonna be an interesting one. So, if you've been into crafting a little bit, you'll know that Bergot's has a 90% chance of landing. 90% chance is more like 50% chance when you really want it to land. So, let's do some quick math right here. I have 62 plus 8, 70 minus 22. Ooh, that's not gonna work out. So, I'm gonna have to just risk it and go for it. So we're gonna do Great Strides into Bergot's Blessing. Now if this hits, obviously we'll be 100%. There it is. Give me 4,700 at 10 stacks, I believe I had. You can do that. Sometimes it won't work. Remember that 90% chance doesn't guarantee it'll always hit, so just keep that in mind. I got another 100%. I'm waiting to finish the craft. It'll take me one shot here, and there we are. Alright guys, well, I'd like to show you some more stuff, but the rotation is basically the same. As long as you have these abilities, double pull up right now. So as long as you have Ingenuity 2, Burgot's Blessing, Rapid Synthesis, Reclaim, Waste Not 2, Tricks of the Trade, Comfort Zone, Hasty Touch, Muscle Memory, and Steady Hand 2, any of your crafters can do this rotation, and it will succeed most of the time. I use this rotation for pretty much everything now, especially the blue stuff, the blue crafter stuff, gather stuff, all this stuff right here. I use the same rotation for it, which I covered in another video. It's very effective, and I hope everyone can use it and make some gear. Alright guys, until next time, I'll see you later.